Okay, so starting out with my 23andMe results, I've been speaking about this a little bit more on online, and I just thought it was a good time to share. Exactly what I was looking at and what was being seen or shared, I should say. So the comments on YouTube have been very interesting. Some have been supportive, some have been challenging, but it's okay. It's what I signed up for. I'm not easily broken by the opinions of people at all. So I do want to say also thank you to those who are engaging. I look at it all as engagement. So 100% me. This is 23andMe, mind you, or by the way, starting out with my sub-Saharan African, and I'm going to break down each one as it has been given to me. I saw some ones today, and it was very interesting. Just how it was just kind of a little bit of here, a little bit of there, and that's kind of how mine is too. So starting out with West Africa, which goes a little bit more into Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Niger, different places, Senegal. So, but to be more precise for mine, it goes into the Ghanaian, Liberian, Sierra Leone. And then, of course, and that's 36.8%. And I got 30.7% Nigerian, specifically in the Edo and Imo. And it kind of shows me, wow. So this whole time I thought they were just tribes, but they're cities. I did not know that. So Imo or Edo, it looks like it's Benin City or Benin City. Imo is Orlu, Owerri, Oguta, and Umuguma and Owu. I did not know. Like, are these? So somebody explain to me. Are those cities? You really can't tell. I'm looking at the map, by the way, of what these places are on. But so it says Nigeria has 37 administrative regions. So these are administrative regions. So they're like communities. Nigeria being a country, and at least in the United States. So so in the country you will have states. So I guess this would be like the equivalent of like states. So Imo would be a state, and then Orlu, Oguta, and those places, they're like the cities or communities or tribes. It says I share with mainly two regions. The tested regions are a little bit beyond, well, I guess what I qualify for, or not qualify, but what they tested me for. But those are the places. All right, moving on. The Senegambian and Guinean, it doesn't really go directly into where or how, but that is 1.6%. I guess I get a little bit excited when it says like where specifically. Like this one is 10.5%, like broadly West African, like somewhere over there. So kind of all over the place. And it says for over a millennium before European colonization and the Atlantic slave trade, West Africans were united under a series of powerful empires, resulting in a broad similarities in music, clothing, art, and cuisine. A gradient of genetic similarity extending from Senegal to Nigeria reflects to richly complex population history in a region home to over 350 million people. And this is just this area. Wow. And that makes sense too. But yeah, that's a lot of places over there. Next, we have Congolese in southern East Africa. So this is like, where Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Democratic Republic of Congo, Angola, Rwanda. Somebody correct me on that. Burundi. And it says starting around 3,000 years ago, Bantu speakers carried, I don't know what that is, metallurgy, and agriculture from the highlands of Nigeria and Cameroon, and two major streams, one southward and one eastward, resulting in ancestry that transcends geopolitical borders. Bantu is a term widely used to describe the largest of Africa's etholinguistic ethnolinguistic families. Cool. Um, okay, so it does go deeper into Congolese for me here. So, and Angolan and Congolese. Southern East Africa, which I feel like they're just so broad, right? But what is that? So, okay, so that's Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, and Burundi. So that's Southern East Africa. All right, next, broadly Congolese and Southern East Africa. So very similar in that space. And then the broadly sub-Saharan. So that's very broad. So which means my people were hunters. They were migrants. They migrated. So they went around because that's pretty much the entire. I mean, I guess that's what the term sub-Saharan means. It's under the Saharan desert, which is majority of Africa. So, wow. Yeah. So going into the European side is 9.0. The Northwest European, that includes Iceland, Finland, Sweden, Denmark, United Kingdom, Ireland, Netherlands, Belgium, France, Austria. Okay, cool. So reading that a little bit more, it has it's the people from Far West Ireland, Far West is Norway. So basically exactly what I just read. And I'm just reading the map of what shows when I click into these. For British and Irish, it goes into the United Kingdom, which includes Cork and Limerick. For United Kingdom, Belfast and Cardiff. Okay, so United Kingdom has 165 administrative regions. You share DNA with 23andMe participants who are most frequently reported in these areas. Cool. In the Republic of Ireland, which is Sligo, Dundalk, and I know I'm jacking up these names, so please forgive me. Dublin, Kilkenny, Kilkenny. It just reminds me of South Park. Oh, they Kilkenny. Anyway, Limerick, Killarney, and Cork. And that's the Republic of Ireland. Oh, there's a lot more. Galloway and these Longford, Castle Era, Westport, Clifton, Castlebar, Ballina, Collooney, and more. I'm just going to say and more. Now, the point of me doing this, right, I am interested in my history, regardless of how it happened. More so just because of the world. I'm just interested in the world and how the world is. So, and I wanna see, what's out there. All right, next we have Scandinavian, and again, it's not really breaking up. It's not really giving me a lot. You have Norway and Sweden, Denmark. That was a fun trip. Check out my YouTube channel, and as I was riding a train from Denmark into Sweden, it was really, really a nice ride. And just getting out and just experiencing the little that I did, I definitely want to go back. Okay, next we have broadly northwestern European. And again, with these broadly, it can be anything. So it even goes all the way up from Belgium and Austria to, what is this up here? It doesn't even have a name, but it's up there with Greenland. So it's cold. All right, moving on to Southern European, which includes Spain, Portugal, Italy, San Marino, Croatia, Serbia, Montenegro, Kosovo, North Macedonia, Albania, Greece, Bulgaria, Serbia, I don't know if I said that, Romania, and Moldova. And specifically, I guess in this part of the Mediterranean, it says that Southern European includes Iberian, Italian, and Balkan peninsulas, as well as the island of Malta, which you will be familiar with that when it comes to the Maldives, which that's where my wife's name comes from, Melita. If you look in the translation in the Bible, this is from the Malta Islands. Let me see. Is region defined in great part of the Mediterranean Sea? The Mediterranean has provided transportation routes, keeping these regions connected culturally and genetically. So for me, it's saying that I'm more on the Italian side of that journey, of that safari. San Marino, Italian. Okay, moving on. Just going deeper into these because I know I've read like the titles of these, but I don't really know what it means fully. So that's the reason why I'm zooming into each country, each community, each administrative, political lines and geographical lines to see where these places are. And maybe I'll actually show that next. But yeah, Indigenous American. Again, it doesn't really break down which tribe. I saw somebody else's today that broke down the tribe. So that's why I wanted to go back into it. Indonesian for East Asian, Thai. And what's over here is Myanmar, Thailand, Cambodia, not Vietnam, Malaysia. I didn't realize Malaysia was broken up into two different places. It looks like it's spelled the same way. It is. Brunei, Singapore, Indonesia. I'm Senator. Senator. I'm Singaporean. So that's where that is. East Timor. The place is huge. Now, something I did not comment on because I didn't see anything here, but I do have knowledge, a little bit of knowledge on the Indigenous American. So, to my understanding, the Americas is huge, right? It's the Americas itself. I know some people will say that Greenland should kind of automatically be a part of it, which is the reason why probably Trump is interested in it, because it's when you look on a map, you have South America, Central America, North America, and just right above that and right above us and below us is Greenland. And when I think of Indigenous American, for me, I did not think about before about, like, I guess the term like Eskimos or people who live in Canada, Indigenous Canadian. And there is a path that that people took that if you look on the map, there's a very, very close, and I'm going to show this when I get a chance, but there's North America, Canada, Alaska. Like there's a part of the world that's very, very close to Russia. And the travel from China, Mongolia, Korea, Japan, if they wanted to walk over, they could practically walk over to the United States from there. This is how they did it. So that path, and you should just look that up. But yeah, I mean, America was founded a long time ago, and I know people say, "Oh, I discovered it." No, it's been founded. So that's my current knowledge. I look forward to learning more. And that's all I have. I mean, you see here, it's not really talking about much. Oh, in Filipino, in Austrian, Austro-Neasian, Neasian. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. Which includes apparently Madagascar. Who would have thought? Is that true? Yeah, Madagascar and the Philippines. I wonder why that's highlighted as well. Gotta look that up. You gotta learn. That's the whole point of this safari, of this journey. Additional ancestry regions that reflect mixed ancestry and more recent migration. And that's when the Jamaican, Trinidad, Tobago regions come up for me. It doesn't really break down how much. I think it just says like my people were in the area. So Clarendon, St. Andrew Parish, Portland Parish, Guys Hill, Richmond, Trinity, Galena, St. Anne Parish, Brownstown, Discovery Bay, Trelawney Parish, which includes Clarktown, Albertown, Dunkins, Falmouth, Barretttown, Montego Bay. Oh, I've heard of that place. Montego Bay. St. James Parish, Betheltown, Darrellston, Belmont, Westmoreland Parish, and Hanover Parish, Negro, Middlesex, Lucia, Sandy Bay, Malvern, Treasure Beach. I'm pretty sure they've made movies about these places. Bull Bay, Front Hill, Strokes Hall, Long Bay, and more. Because each of them sound like they, like you need to go find some treasure over there or something. But Trinidad and Tobago is San Fernando, Debbie, Pinal, Mayero, Biche, Sangre Grande, Toco, Machalat, Aramia, and the Port of Spain. And another, which is Chagunas. And there's a lot more into like Tricini, Amera, Wallerfield, and more, including Brazil. No, wait a minute. It says Brazil. Can't be. Anyway. All right. That's what I got. Thank you for watching.